cut up hot dogs, grapes, coins, candy. All of them potential choking hazards for young children. As a parent, would you know what to do if you saw your child choking? Something that moms and dads don't really want to think about, but we do need to be ready.
It makes you nervous, right? I know.
Totally.
Kimberly Gill joins us now with why some parents are trying to get the word out about a device that can really make a difference.
That's right, guys. Good afternoon to you. And we actually started doing this story because a mom reached out to us. Her son died after choking on one of those bouncy balls. She's understandably too heartbroken to share her story on camera yet, but she told us about this device that she wished she would have had. It's called a LifeVac. We did some research and discovered it's being used to save lives around the country, including a boy in Pittsburgh.
Ever since that day, I think about, I look at my children just playing normally and think, wow, I wouldn't have this moment right now.
That day Brittany Massey Ware is talking about is November 3rd, 2021.
Somebody help me!
Her 1-year-old son Mason was choking on a toy lodged in his throat. She knew exactly what to do. Call 911 and perform back blows. But those back blows didn't work.
Who are coming to grips with the reality that they're going to die. Because I had those thoughts in my head when I was running outside, is my child is gonna die and there's nothing I can do.
Brittany had something called a LifeVac. It's a portable, non-powered airway clearance device. It took 2 tries using the LifeVac before the toy came out of her son's mouth.
I have a 4-year-old.
Dr. Kevin Daisy is a pediatrician at Children's Hospital of Michigan.
Good kick, bud.
He's also a dad who had his own scare after his child choked on a tortilla chip.
We started to pat her back to give her some assistance. After several seconds, she got it out on her own, thankfully. But really to the point where she was essentially like vomiting around that obstruction. How was Run Club?
He didn't have a LifeVac, and while he believes it can be helpful, he says it's more important that you recognize the signs of choking and know what to do when you don't have one of these devices. Remaining calm is key.
You want to kind of approach a choking situation differently depending on the age of the child. So under 1, you typically have a baby where you could either put them on your arm or lay them on your lap, and typically you start by providing those back blows to again provide the pressure to help them cough out the obstruction. In an older child, someone that can follow directions or able to stand, that's normally where you put your arms around them and provide the abdominal thrusting to provide the pressure that way.
If you do have a LifeVac, he explains how it works.
It's almost like a vacuum type of assistance. The face mask would go over the face, and then it would provide the pressure to kind of support and pull like a vacuum the obstruction hopefully out of the airway.
As for Brittany Massey Ware, she's become a huge advocate for LifeVac, donating dozens of them to organizations in her community.
Thank God I knew about this.
Scary. A LifeVac home kit costs about $70. We put more information about the device on our website. Just go to clickondetroit.com.
And again, this is one of those things that we don't want to think about happening, but you got to do something to be prepared for that horrible kind of moment.
Yeah, you absolutely do. I don't have one of these. I'm thinking about getting one, as I said, $70 on Amazon. Coming up at 6, though, we want to talk about what to do when you don't have one of these. We've got an instructor from Children's Hospital of Michigan. She'll be in to join me live in studio to demonstrate what you should do if a child is choking and how you can save your child when seconds count. I'm going to be learning too. It's something, as you said, you don't want to talk about, don't ever want to have to do, but it's important that you know it and you're ready if that doesn't.
It's almost like a muscle memory if you do it a couple times in practice, because I know I would freak out.
You would, exactly. You're just so nervous, don't know what to do, but you really need to know. So.
All right, well, more to come at 6. All right, in the meantime, Ron's got you set for this evening.
Yes, we have the warmer temperature.